Guys, thank you for listening to Permission Granted. I'm your host, Juliette Ricci Lagman. I just wanted to pop in and update you with another episode of the Be Like Water series. This is episode 6, and it's just a series where I'm reading pieces from my book published in 2024, Be Like Water, and talking about them. So I wanted to kind of build this short episode around the subject of desire. And I was listening to this podcast from 2020. It was Brene Brown, Unlocking Us, where she talks to Glennon Doyle about her new book, Untamed. And it just kind of seeing it through fresh eyes and hearing it, it just brought a lot to me. And so I want to play a part of this and then we'll come back around the topic. So here we go.
Because when you reach your hand out to grab something you want and someone says, hey, don't, that's one thing. But when you spend your life reaching for something you want and get slapped across the face every time you do it, there's a trauma tied to not doing that behavior. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so much trauma in the training that we receive. Yeah. The first thing I thought when I finished this book.
So I love that part of this podcast. And it really spoke to me because, I'm kind of trying to live out my dreams and test this theory of like, how far can I push this? And what I mean by that is, you know, instead of playing it safe and doing what is expected of me, you know, when I push through the pain of shame or fear or just doing uncomfortable new things, going uncomfortable new places, what happens after that? Do I grow? Do I suffer? All kinds of things. Um, you know, Going back to desire, thinking about this podcast, it made me wonder, why do we love what we love? And why do we often deny ourselves those things? Is it unworthiness? Is it too painful? Do we think we're undeserving? Are you sure that you'll get it taken away from you? So, why bother? There's this episode in Sex and the City, or I think it's the movie, where the character Charlotte, she finally becomes pregnant after trying for a long time, and she's afraid to pursue her love of running during the pregnancy because she says to Carrie, the character Carrie, she says, nobody gets everything they want. So that's my question. Can everyone or anyone get everything they want? Maybe not all at once, or maybe not. I don't know. But it's just something I'm thinking about. And, are there trade-offs? Are there other shoes that drop? Like when you get what you want and then you think, oh, I bet I'm going to get hit by a bus. I got the promotion, or I got the boyfriend, or whatever it is that you're dreaming of. Um, you know, Many of us want happiness or contentment or aliveness. I think right now I just want peace. And maybe we're all feeling like that. So I'd love to hear from you guys, your thoughts on this subject. I'm going to read you a little piece from my book called Wildest Dreams. Set me free. I got stuck. I need permission to live my life, to live my dreams, follow my bliss. Tired of getting bruised, hitting my head against the wall, trying to escape forgiveness and fate? Set yourself free. Forgive yourself. Give yourself permission. You are the only one that can achieve these things. Go live your life. Live your wildest dreams. Be like water. It does what feels right. A powerful force, calm as the night. And I'll just leave you with this thought after reading that. I wonder how often we edit ourselves and, we stop before it even begins and before we even approach our dreams. And not only that, but how often do we let ourselves even dream? We often say, oh, I don't have any money, or oh, this, or oh, that, or oh, I have responsibilities. Obviously, everybody has responsibilities, but, you know, how are you stepping towards your dreams today? What I'm learning through this journey of mine is that all the sort of barriers and all the negativity that I thought would come towards me or bad things that would happen after living my dreams and going for my dreams, all those things, you know, um, shame, guilt, punishment, pain, whatever, all those things I thought would happen, they really didn't. I mean, aside from when I first got to the Philippines, I didn't feel good. I had a kidney stone. But, you know, that's not punishment for living my dreams. That's just what happened. And I decide how I react to that. So, even though it's really scary and can be really, really uncomfortable, no pain, no gain, right? No, you got to put the work in and go down that path that's never been gone down before. And don't worry about the shame part, people judging you or shaming you or, naysayers, whatever, because none of that matters. And what you're going to find is that you have a lot more people cheering for you than not, even some that would surprise you. So I'll leave you with that. And I love you guys. And our next episode is going to be a good one. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm so grateful you were able to join us today. Please share and like and review this podcast. Also, if you have any comments or questions about anything, I would love to hear from you. You can reach me at juliettericci@gmail.com, and info is in the show notes. Till next time, have a great week.